So I heard that you want to build a car. I want to help you today. My name is Sabra Johnson. I own two shops in the Houston, Texas market. One is called City Classic Cars. It's over on the west side of things. And that really targets enthusiasts. And I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. I own another shop that's more on the north side of things. And that one's called Restorations by Sabra. And that targets more of the serious collector. And so if you're thinking about restoring a car, you're going to fall in one of these categories. So what's a collector? A collector is someone who's done this before. This is not a first-time experience. This is not a first-time journey. You have done this before. So if you want to build a car, and you're considering building a car, you have to find out who you are. Are you a serious collector or you're an enthusiast? Find out who you are. Define yourself. I hate labels. I don't want any labels. I'm an independent. I get it, baby. But it's going to help you and it's going to help your builder when we understand where you are. And so an enthusiast is someone who really understands how the car moves. They can drive a car, man. They can start it. They can stop it. They can turn the radio on. They can turn the AC on. They can even detail the car. They absolutely love cars. They can watch TV shows. But guess what? They've never restored a car before. I've never done that. They probably have never invested six figures in upgrading a car. You may own a car for $400,000 or $500,000. You may even have a Bugatti for millions of dollars. But you have never really put money into the car to improve the car to tunes of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So a serious collector is not so much, in my definition now, it's not simply someone who has a lot of cars. It's someone who has a lot of cars, and I'm talking about in the restoration context. This is someone who has a lot of cars, who's had a lot of cars restored, who's had a lot of cars built, or who's had a lot of cars modified. And oftentimes that's the tunes of many, many thousands of dollars. What I'm saying is, it ain't your first rodeo. You've been here before. You know your way around the courtyard, if you will. An enthusiast is someone who says, I know cars. I love cars. I know what color I like. I know what make and models I like. I like imports. I like European cars. I like the JDM market. I like Mustangs. I like Cobras. I like Corvette. You know what you like. And you're passionate about this. And maybe you've spent time turning a wrench or two. You just love cars. But you've never really restored a car before. It's kind of like maybe you've owned a home before, but you've never built a home. And it's two totally different processes. You know, you go house shopping and you go with your realtor and they have 10 homes for you. Do you know they're already built? They have 10 homes for you. They're all beautiful. They could be millions of dollars, but they're already built, right? And so you find the home that matches your sensibility the most. And then you go in. Well, when you got to build that home, it's a totally different process. The first thing is you're not going to move in right away. So it's different. So that's the first thing I'll teach you in this class. And I'll come back throughout this summer. I'll teach you some more. We're calling this So You Want to Build a Car, man. First episode I want you to understand is, how do you identify? Are you a serious collector? Or are you an enthusiast? It's okay. Just be one of them. And then you have to find the shop that works for you. Now, as you find the shop that works for you, you must understand that an enthusiast shop, an enthusiast builder, they approach the car a certain way. They approach the car in a way that some people may call a little bit more budget friendly. You know, just the approach. It's not that it's going to be inexpensive. It's just a little bit more budget friendly. The serious shop or I should say the shop that targets the serious collector, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. You're seeking to push the envelope. You're seeking to do what has never been done before. You're seeking to take the car to its greatest level. You're always thinking outside of the box. You're just pushing and you're striving for perfection. Both of these shops, normally in the Houston market, they're going to charge T&M. That's time and materials. So if you think about building a car, I want you to understand that there are two methods. One is FFP. I'll talk about that in another class. And one is TM. So you must understand that most of your serious restoration shops, they charge what's called time and materials. So a lot of people say, well, they gave me a number. Well, I thought it was going to be this price. So I felt like they told me it was this price. I can't believe it was more than $2,000. In a time and material shop, nobody knows how much it costs. It costs what it costs. They charge by the moment. They charge by the labor. They charge by the instrument of time. That's just sort of how it works in that particular model. Hey, I thank you for your time. So I heard you want to build a car.